I paid $19,340 for this truck. KBB had it listed at $34,500 the same day I drove it home. This was not luck. I do not know anybody in the industry. I do not have a dealer license. I do not work for a bank. I am a mechanic, 11 years under the hood. I needed a solid work truck to haul my tools, and I had $20,000 cash to make it happen. And I am going to show you exactly what I did. Every single step, which platform I used, the real numbers, the actual paperwork, including the one small issue my mechanic flagged on inspection that I used to knock another $800 off the final price. If you are thinking about buying a truck in the next 6 months, stay right here, because what I am about to walk you through will change the way you buy vehicles for the rest of your life. Walk into any dealership in America right now. You already know what happens. The salesperson meets you at the door. They smell like coffee and commission. They walk you straight to the lot, and within 10 minutes, you are sitting inside a truck that smells brand new. It feels right. It looks right. Then they hand you the payment sheet. A 2024 Ram 1500 Limited. Sticker price $68,000. 7.9% interest. 72-month term. Monthly payment $940. You stare at that number. $940 every single month for 6 years. You do the math in your head. That is $67,680 total. You are paying more than the sticker price before a single oil change, before one set of tires, before insurance touches your bank account. And the guy across the desk is smiling because to him, this is a normal Tuesday. You sign because the truck is right there. The financing is already approved. Nobody in that room mentions there is another way. Have you ever sat in that chair before? I have, and I almost signed. I have been a mechanic for 11 years. I know what a good truck looks like from underneath. I know what deferred maintenance sounds like at idle. I know what a clean frame looks like versus a rusted one. But knowing engines does not pay dealership prices. I needed a work truck, not a show truck. Something with a real tow rating, a solid 4x4 system, and enough cab space for my gear. My budget was $20,000 cash. Hard ceiling, no financing. My buddy laughed when I told him. He said $20,000 gets you a 200,000-mile beater with ball tires. I told him to give me 3 weeks. I had heard about repo auctions from an older mechanic at the shop. He mentioned it once. Real casual, like everybody already knew. I did not know. I went home that night and started digging. What I found changed everything. While you are sitting in that dealership chair, while you are staring at that $940 payment sheet, 25 miles away from that showroom, a 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn is sitting on a repo lot. 4x4, crew cab, 41,000 miles. Same generation as the truck on the dealership floor. Better options package than the base model they are trying to move. It is not on television. There is no billboard. Your salesperson will never mention it. Your bank owns it right now, and they are losing money every single day it sits there. Banks are not in the business of storing trucks. They are in the business of moving money. And right now, that truck is costing them storage fees, insurance overhead, and administrative hours. They need it gone. That urgency is exactly where your opportunity lives. Let me tell you why nobody in this industry talks about this. A franchise dealership makes between $6,000 and $10,000 on a single new truck sale. That includes the front-end margin, the financing kickback, the add-on packages, and the service contract. Every truck you buy at a repo auction is a truck that generates zero of that revenue. Zero dealer commission, zero finance office fee, zero extended warranty pitch from a guy in a tie. Your bank knows these auctions exist. They use these auctions to liquidate the trucks they repossessed. But they are not going to call you up and say, hey, we have your neighbor's truck for $18,000. Want it? That is not how institutions protect their retail lending relationships. The finance office at your dealership depends on you walking in without having done this research. The sales floor depends on you believing your only option is the sticker price on that window. So nobody tells you. Not your bank, not your dealer, not the finance manager handing you a pin. This is not an accident. This is a system designed to keep you in the payment seat for 72 months. Here is what the actual numbers look like right now. 1.73 million vehicles were repossessed across the United States in 2024. That is a 16% increase from 2023. It is a 43% increase from 2022. Pickup trucks are the single most repossessed vehicle category in the country. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau confirmed that more vehicles were eligible for repossession entering 2025 than at any point since the financial crisis. Analysts tracking the auto loan market projected the full year 2025 total would exceed 3 million repossessions, 3 million vehicles pulled from driveways. handed back to lenders who have no interest in owning them. The average repo auction closing price on a clean title pickup truck runs 35 to 55% below retail book value. The lots have never been fuller, the sellers have never been more motivated, and most buyers have no idea this market exists. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to work this system. 4 steps. No dealer license, no insider connections, no industry experience required. Step 1. Where to find the trucks. There are 3 platforms I actually use and recommend. First is Copart's Bank Repo channel. Copart is known for salvage vehicles, but they run a completely separate category for clean title bank repossessions. Registration costs around $200 per year. No dealer license, open to the public. Trucks show up here weekly at 30 to 55% below retail. Second is SCA Auctions. Free public registration, dedicated repo inventory section. Similar pricing to Copart with a slightly different inventory mix depending on your region. Third is RepoFinder.com. This platform pulls repo listings directly from credit unions across the country. Credit unions are member-owned nonprofits. They want the asset off the books faster than a bank does. Listings here often come with asking prices already set at 20 to 40% below Kelley Blue Book private party value. Start with these 3. Build your search filters around your target truck category and check them every 2 to 3 days. New inventory hits these platforms continuously. Step 2. Check the truck before you bid a single dollar. This step is not optional. I do not care how good the photos look. Pull the VIN number from the listing first. Run it through NICB.org. That is the National Insurance Crime Bureau database. It is completely free, and it checks for theft records and total loss flags. Then run the same VIN through Carfax or AutoCheck. These reports cost between $20 and $40. They show title history, accident records, odometer readings across every ownership transfer, lien records, and any flood or fire damage designations. $40 is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy before a $15,000 decision. Step 3. Calculate your all-in number before you walk in. Most buyers make this mistake. They know the starting bid. They do not know the real final number. Here is how repo auction math actually works. You win a bid at $17,500. The platform charges a buyer premium. That typically runs between 5 and 15% of the winning bid. Add a title fee. Add a documentation fee on a $17,500 winning bid. With a 10% buyer premium and a $450 title and doc fee, your all-in number is $19,700. Know that number before you sit down. Write your maximum all-in number on paper before you enter the room or open the bidding interface. That is the only number that matters. I will talk about why in a minute. Step 4. Verify the title before you sign anything. 3 things to confirm before the paperwork is done. First, does the seller have the title in hand right now? If the answer is no, get a specific date and a written confirmation of the timeline. Second, confirm the title type. A clean title means the vehicle has never been declared a total loss by an insurance company. A salvage title means it was totaled at some point regardless of how good it looks today. A rebuilt title means it was totaled, repaired, and re-inspected to meet state road standards. Bank repos typically carry clean titles because banks do not finance total loss vehicles, but always verify through the vehicle history report. Third, confirm in writing that the lender's lien has been cleared as part of the transaction. Get that confirmation before you hand over a check. No exceptions. I need to tell you something nobody mentions about repo auctions. The room has energy. It's intense. Whether it is a live auction floor or a live online bidding interface, the adrenaline is real. You drove 2 hours to get there. You spent the last 4 days researching this specific truck. You had a mechanic look at it yesterday. You are invested, and when the bidding climbs toward your ceiling and someone else raises their paddle, every instinct you have says, do not let it go for $500 more. That feeling will cost you thousands of dollars if you listen to it. The dealers bidding next to you have floor plans and credit lines and used car lots to fill. They can pay $23,000 for a truck they list at $31,000. That is their business model, not yours. You are not competing with them. You are shopping for a vehicle. Write your maximum all-in number down before the auction starts. Show it to whoever came with you. Make it a fixed number before the room gets loud. Do not change it when the energy rises. Walk away clean if it goes over. There is always another truck. In a market where 1.73 million vehicles hit repo lots in a single year, there is no such thing as the last truck. Let me show you exactly what my own purchase looked like. The truck was a 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn. 4x4, crew cab, 6.4-foot bed, 41,200 miles. I found it on Copart's Bank Repo channel on a Thursday evening. Pulled the VIN that same night. NICB came back clean. No theft flags, no total loss record. Carfax showed 1 owner, 0 accidents, full service history at a dealership up until the repossession. Kelley Blue Book private party value at the time was $34,500. I hired a mobile mechanic near the auction location for $120. He found one thing: a slow leak in the rear differential seal. Not a major repair. Parts and labor would run around $350. But that finding gave me a number to negotiate with. I submitted my opening bid knowing my all-in ceiling was $20,000. The bidding closed at $17,500. Buyer premium at 10% added $1,750. Title and documentation fees came to $390. Total all-in cost, $19,640. I drove home in a truck that KBB valued at $34,500. I had the differential seal fixed the following week for $320. Total out of pocket, including the repair, $19,960. That truck has put 62,000 additional miles on it since that day. Not one major issue. Since that day, it's been pure reliability. Go back to that dealership for a second. The salesperson is still standing there with that payment sheet. $940 a month. 72 months, $67,000 total for a truck that stickers at $68,000. I drove past that dealership on the way home from the auction. I had $19,960 into a $34,500 truck sitting in my driveway. No monthly payment, no finance office, no extended warranty I did not ask for. The repo lot was open that entire time. The banks were liquidating trucks every single week. The auctions were running whether you showed up or not. The system was always there. Nobody told you because nobody in that dealership gets paid when you use it. Now you know exactly where the door is. If this just changed how you think about your next vehicle purchase, share this with someone who is sitting on a dealership payment right now that does not have to be that high. That share costs you nothing, and it might save them $40,000.